You're sitting at a nice restaurant. Not crazy expensive, just trendy. Across the room, there's a table that's impossible to ignore. Designer logos everywhere, car keys placed carefully on the table, phones face up, photos being taken before the food is touched. One guy is talking loudly. "Yeah, bro, I only fly business now. Economy doesn't make sense for me anymore." Everyone nods. He orders the most expensive bottle, makes sure the label faces outward, laughs a little too confidently. Now, fast forward 2 weeks. You randomly hear from a mutual friend. He's stressed, behind on credit cards, car payment is killing him, waiting on some big deal to go through. And suddenly it clicks. There's a difference between looking rich and being rich. In 2026, that difference is blurrier than ever because credit is easy, social media is loud, and image travels faster than truth. Today, let's break down 10 signs that someone is fake rich. Not to judge people, not to gossip, but to protect yourself from copying the wrong blueprint. Because if you admire the wrong model, you build the wrong life. First, what does fake rich actually mean? Fake rich isn't about income level. You can make $300,000 a year and still be fake rich. You can make $70,000 and be financially solid. Fake rich means high lifestyle, low stability, high visibility, low ownership. It's wealth as performance, not wealth as foundation. Now let's get into the signs. 1. They flex constantly. If someone constantly mentions prices, drops brand names, talks about how expensive something was, posts every luxury moment, that's a signal. Real wealth doesn't need commentary. It doesn't need applause. It doesn't need proof. People who are secure financially don't feel the urge to announce it. They don't narrate their success. Fake rich thrives on reaction. Real rich thrives on results. 2. Everything is financed. Now, listen carefully. Financing itself isn't bad. Strategic debt can be smart. But fake rich is built almost entirely on monthly payments. Car, payment. Watch, installments. Furniture, 0% interest. Vacation, credit card. If income stops for 90 days, the entire structure collapses. That's not wealth. That's leverage without margin. Real wealth can survive quiet months. Fake wealth needs constant cash flow to stay alive. 3. They avoid talking about net worth. Ask someone fake rich, what are you investing in? What's your long-term plan? What assets are you building? Watch the discomfort. They can tell you the price of their shoes, but not their asset allocation, because fake rich focuses on spending. Real rich focuses on ownership. Assets aren't flashy, but assets build power. 4. They upgrade immediately after every win. Promotion, new car. Big contract, new watch. Bonus, bigger apartment. There's no delay, no period of stability. No, let me invest this first. Income rises, expenses rise instantly. That's lifestyle inflation. And lifestyle inflation kills wealth quietly. Real wealth builds gap between what you earn and what you spend. Fake rich closes that gap immediately. 5. They care deeply about being seen. Watch the patterns, choosing locations based on how they look online, posting receipts, filming casual luxury moments, talking more about perception than peace. Fake rich lives for visibility. Real rich values privacy. Many genuinely wealthy people avoid attention. They understand attention attracts pressure. Privacy protects peace. 6. They're always about to be massive. There's always something coming. Big deal soon, massive launch next month, 7 figures loading. Years pass, the lifestyle stays flashy, the stability never solidifies. Real wealth doesn't rely on constant hype. It builds slowly, silently, consistently. If someone is always selling the future but never grounded in the present, that's a red flag. 7. Small setbacks create big panic. Watch how someone reacts to disruption. Slow month? Chaos. Unexpected expense? Stress spiral. Minor inconvenience? Emotional overreaction. Why? Because there's no cushion, no margin, no emergency fund. Real wealth feels calm. It absorbs hits. Fake wealth is fragile. It looks strong, but cracks under pressure. 8. Their lifestyle is bigger than their freedom. This is subtle but powerful. Ask yourself, can this person take 6 months off work? Could they survive a serious downturn? Could they walk away from something toxic? If the answer is no, then they're not rich. They're dependent. Freedom is the real measure of wealth, not spending power. Fake rich has high spending power. Real rich has high freedom. 9. They mock frugality. If someone laughs at budgeting, investing small amounts, driving older cars, living below your means, that's insecurity speaking. Many millionaires live surprisingly normal lives. They don't overspend to prove anything. Fake rich sees restraint as weakness. Real rich sees restraint as strategy. 10. They optimize for image over net worth. Here's the core difference. Fake rich asks, how does this make me look? Real rich asks, how does this affect my balance sheet? Fake rich buys liabilities. Real rich buys assets. Fake rich spends to signal. Real rich invests to secure. One builds attention, the other builds stability. Why this matters for you. You absorb what you admire. If you admire the wrong signals, you build the wrong habits. You start thinking, I need to look ahead. I need to upgrade. I need to match that energy. And slowly, you trade long-term freedom for short-term validation. The trap isn't copying someone's car, it's copying their mindset. The truth about real wealth. Real wealth often looks boring. Reliable car, modest house, simple clothes, quiet confidence, no performance, no daily flex, just strong balance sheets and low stress. It's not exciting, it's stable, and stability compounds. One powerful question. Before being impressed by someone's lifestyle, ask, do I want their Instagram or their financial reality? Because you can't see debt. You can't see stress. You can't see sleepless nights. You only see the highlight reel. And copying highlight reels create fragile lives. Final reflection. In 2026, fake rich is easier than ever. Credit is accessible, luxury is normalized, social media rewards performance. But real wealth, it's still built the same way it always has been. Discipline, ownership, patience, margin. The goal isn't to judge people. The goal is to avoid chasing illusions. Because the worst financial mistake isn't overspending once. It's building your life around looking successful instead of becoming financially secure. So here's the shift. Stop asking, how can I look rich? Start asking, how can I become unshakable? Because when you build real wealth, you don't need to prove it. And when you stop being impressed by noise, you start building something real.